Have you ever stood in the quiet of your living room and contemplated the sophisticated sensory machinery of the creature sleeping at your feet? We are talking about an organism equipped with 300 million olfactory receptors, a neural architecture essentially hardwired for chemical detection. So why does such a being, a pinnacle of evolutionary engineering, choose to press its nose into the exact mundane indentation of a chair you have just vacated? Do you honestly believe it is merely about the lingering thermal energy of the upholstery? Or is it an act of precision neurobiological calibration? What if I told you that while your perception identifies a simple wooden chair, your dog, Atlas, interprets a high-definition, three-dimensional chronological ledger of your entire biological state? By the end of this deep dive, you will realize that your dog isn't just stealing your seat. They're performing a profound ritual we call the scent anchor phenomenon. We are going to explore a groundbreaking discovery from 2020 that revealed a hidden thermal sensory organ in the canine nose, a discovery that transforms what most owners perceive as a minor daily annoyance into an evolutionary masterstroke. This isn't just about a dog being lazy, it's about a 15,000-year-old biological survival strategy playing out on your furniture. The olfactory architecture. To decode why a golden retriever like Atlas is captivated by the void left by Oliver, we must first deconstruct our limited human conceptualization of space. For us, a chair is a static utility for repose. For a canine, space is not static. It is an informational liquid, a kinetic medium that flows, precipitates, and carries a dense payload of data that we are functionally blind to. In a pivotal 2022 study published in the journal Animal Cognition, Dr. Charlotte Duranton and her team at the University of Bristol interrogated the mechanics of social buffering via scent. They investigated how domestic dogs modulate their emotional equilibrium when their primary caregivers are absent. What they discovered fundamentally shifted our understanding. A dog's primary emotional regulation is tethered directly to the concentration of their owner's volatile organic compounds, or VOCs. When Oliver occupies that chair, he is executing a massive, continuous biological data upload. Every second, we shed thousands of dander particles and emit complex chemical signatures. These VOCs reflect our current cortisol levels, our recent diet, our metabolic rate, and even our subtle shifts in mood. To Atlas, that chair is now a scent anchor. At the exact moment Oliver stands up, that anchor reaches its peak intensity. It is the most concentrated, high-fidelity biosignature of Oliver. It is, quite literally, a ghost of the owner. But why is this intensity so vital? It is because dogs do not merely recognize your smell, they have the cognitive ability to measure its decay. This is the first open loop in our mystery. Atlas utilizes this concentration to track Oliver's invisible presence across time. For a dog, your departure marks a period of immediate sensory deprivation. By occupying your seat, Atlas is not seeking dominance, he is seeking a parasympathetic lockdown. The high concentration of Oliver's scent triggers a neurochemical surge of oxytocin in the canine brain. This surge effectively tricks the nervous system into a state of perceived security. By sitting directly in the anchor, the dog constructs a biological illusion that the human has never actually left. It is a sophisticated coping mechanism for the profound social attachment they feel.
The infrared hunter. The mystery of the stolen seat deepens, moving beyond olfaction into biological physics. Decades ago, scientists assumed dogs localized your vacant spot purely through residual heat. We were only partially correct. In 2020, a landmark study was published in Scientific Reports, led by Dr. Anna Bálint. Her team identified a biological smoking gun. They discovered that the rhinarium, the dog's nose tip, functions as an ultra-sensitive infrared sensor. While Oliver's vision sees a vacant seat, Atlas's nose perceives a glowing, radiant thermal silhouette. Bálint's team proved that the canine somatosensory cortex responds to weak thermal radiation from several meters away. To a dog, your chair is not just warm, it is a radiant lighthouse in a cold room. Atlas is a heat-seeking biological apparatus naturally drawn to the infrared ghost of your presence. This is an evolutionary legacy from gray wolves. In the wild, wolves utilize the cold-sensitive rhinarium to detect the body heat of warm-blooded prey in sub-zero conditions. In your modern home, the target has shifted. You are the apex warmth. Your chair is the ultimate thermal prize, a sensory pull that overrides almost any competing instinct. When they steal your spot, they are following an ancient infrared map that leads directly to you. The ghost presence and the internal clock. Why do dogs often vacate your spot mere minutes before you arrive home? Caught your dog jumping off the sofa as you return? You've witnessed a high-level cognitive calculation. To solve this, we look to the research of Dr. Alexandra Horowitz. Her work proposes that dogs do not merely smell objects, they smell the passage of time itself. Visualize a scent anchor as a flickering candle. The moment Oliver exits, the concentration of scent particles begins a predictable decay. To Atlas, the strength of that scent is a ticking clock. He utilizes this fading intensity. Through repetition, Atlas has learned that when the scent reaches a specific low-tide concentration, Oliver's return is imminent. The chair is his hourglass. Consider their circular ritual before they finally settle. We dismiss this as nesting. In reality, this is a tactical maneuver, identity fusion. By spinning and pressing their torso into your scent anchor, Atlas is actively integrating his own pheromones with yours. He is effectively editing the biological narrative of the room. By mixing his scent with the owner's lingering VOCs, he is declaring that Oliver and Atlas are a singular, unified social entity. This ritual reinforces the bond deeper than companionship. It is a declaration of shared territory and shared life.
The social sentinel. As we reach the climax, we must address the social sentinel theory. Recent studies on canine executive function, highlighted in journals like Science in 2021, indicate that dogs possess high-level anticipatory logic. They are not just passive observers, they are active participants in home security. In a pack hierarchy, the leader always occupies the most strategic vantage point. When Oliver vacates the throne, the most important position becomes empty. By holding the spot, Atlas is not usurping authority, he is assuming the mantle of the sentinel. He is safeguarding the information hub of the home, keeping the seat active and protected from perceived threats while the leader is away. But here is the true wow moment. When Oliver returns to find Atlas in his spot, it is not an act of defiance. It is an invitation into a shared identity. By pre-warming the seat and infusing it with a hybrid biosignature, Atlas has constructed a co-scent environment. He has not stolen your spot, he has engineered a biological welcome mat. He has taken a cold, empty chair and transformed it into a sanctuary of mutual existence. He has prepared the space for your return, making it safer and more familiar in the only way his biology knows how. The final reality. So, the next time you walk into the room and find your favorite armchair claimed by an infrared-sensing, time-smelling beast, refrain from the command to move. Stop and look at the sheer neurobiological complexity before you. You are witnessing a master of evolutionary biology. Atlas has spent 15 millennia perfecting the art of bridging the chasm between your presence and your absence. He is not occupying the cushion because it is soft or because he is being a bad dog. He is occupying your chair because in his reality, you are the most significant data point in the entire universe. That chair is the one place where he can still sense your pulse, read your chemical history, and feel your warmth even when the room is hollow and you are miles away. It isn't about the furniture. It never was. It's about the fact that to your dog, you are a lighthouse in a vast, dark ocean, and he is simply striving to remain within the radiance of your light.